We need some shrimp tacos.
Well, I haven't used it. I've used a fake one.
Ice cream.
Look at the little nuppy guy. He's so cutesy. He's so cutesy.
Okay, today we are hiking the Hermitage Point Trail, and this trail is located at Coulter Bay, so it's going to be to the left, the far left of the parking lot is where this trail starts. So I'm doing Heron Pond Loop, Swan Lake Loop, and Hermitage Point, so I'm going to try to do today. So those look like pelicans. Look, it's our buddy from last night. It's the same deer. Little nubby. Here we are. That big mountain right there, that's Mount Moran. Just so you guys are aware. But there's a really good shot of Mount Moran. Here is Swan Lake, and it looks like some of the yellow lilies are blooming, but it's really pretty through here. My leggies are tired, guys. I feel like this trail has been uphill, 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 which I mean, like, cool. Like, we're in the Tetons. I kind of expected it, but it's just like, after like 9 miles, I'm like, can we please have some downhill? But anyway, this trail is good. It's really pretty, really nice. So the point was really pretty, Hermitage Point. But yeah. We got a crazy thunderstorm blowing in. It actually even went over our dispatch radio. So, yeah.
Oh.
Bye bye, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
This is so cute. Do people live here? Fucking mountain goat.
Microspikes. Sammy on the mountain.
There he goes.
Slow yourself down with the ice axe. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. Here she comes. Where the hell am I?
Entering Grand Teton National Park.
This is a pretty fucking beautiful place.
That is a frozen, like, I don't even know what that is. Glacier pool. There's the grand little alien boy right at home.
Right at home. Squeaky toy, yeah, like that. Stream, like we'll probably have.
Hello. Beep beep. It's a rainbow.
You want to take the buff inside? Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Good morning, Porcupine. Good morning, Porcupine. What are you up to? Look at him wiggle. Goodbye, Mr. Porcupine. Hey! Fuck off. Keep asking.
A little porcupine butt. Yeah, I know. You little rotten thing. Climb in the tree. Scratch it. Okay.
Camp. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Marmot.
I've never been this close to one of you.
Can you come up and try to steal some snacks?
You want some Pop-Tart?
Oh, or he's trying to steal our pee.
Can I try to give him some Pop-Tart?
Oh yeah, he's licking our pee.
Ew. You weirdo.
Actually, is he chewing something else? No, he's probably licking our pee. Good morning, Mr. Marmot.
I've never been this close to one of you.
He's gonna come up and try to steal some snacks.
You want some Pop-Tart? All the little animals paying us a visit. I'm getting bravely close there.
Squirrel. Looking for food.
The marmot and the chipmunk.
He's sniffing around.
Oh no, facts.
Beautiful.
It's just a waterfall in the ground. Up and out a little hose. Pretty waterfall. This is part of the trail. It goes up there. That is to the campsite there. Just so you guys are aware. Black marmot. He's staring. Oh, look at him. He's crazy. You are crazy.
Slip right at the very end. Sir, can I help you?
You're missing his tail. Where is it? Oh, well, let me tail.
Sir, what in the world are you doing?
Sir.
Good morning, little guy. Come on. Come here. Come here. Yeah. Come here.
Hello.
Hey.
Come here, little guy. Come here. Hello. Hi. Come here.
You're okay. Oh.
We're above 10,000 feet in elevation.
He's just a star.
This is the craziest lunge spot.
Here she comes. Woo!
I'm back, and I'm the most sunburned that I have ever been in my life.
Does it hurt real bad?
It hurts so bad. It's terrible. Look at this.
That's unfortunate.
That's crazy. Where's sunscreen? Hey guys, I wanted to do a weekly recap really quick. So I know I only have like 15 minutes of video at this point, but the hike that I did was not 15 minutes. So me and Peter hiked the Teton Crush Trail this past weekend. And we did it in 3 days and 2 nights. The first night we camped out at what is called the Death Canyon Shelf. And that's where the porcupine kind of came and harassed us the first night. That was really funny. And then the second night we camped up by Michael Lake. I think it was upper, like North Cascade, I believe, was where we camped, in that camping zone there. So yeah, I would not recommend personally doing the Crest Trail in 3 days, 2 nights. For me, like, I'm very small and I wasn't used to elevation. I got really elevation sick the first night because at Death Canyon Shelf we were camping, like, I think above 9,000 feet. So I did get a little elevation sick only because I wasn't used to it. But once you do get climatized, as long as you continue hiking at elevation, you should be climatized. So hopefully I'll be able to do some more higher elevation hikes. But yeah, keeping up with Peter was really hard because he hikes really fast. He's also very tall, but he's also got a lot of experience. So I got to use the ice axe. I learned how to use an ice axe, learned how to glissade. I will say though, I would not recommend doing this trail this time of year. Thankfully, like, you know, I went with Peter who had a lot of outdoor experience, but I also have a lot of outdoor experience as well. I mean, my degree is in, you know, outdoor recreation. So I studied, you know, how to use equipment, things like that. Not only that, but I've actually, you know, had the opportunity to use equipment before. I've had plenty of backpacking experience. So, you know, wouldn't recommend doing the Crest Trail this time of year. It was like 90% of the trail was covered in snow and ice. So without that ice axe, or I use micro spikes, but I've been recommending crampons to people in the office this time of year because of how icy the passes and divides were. It was pretty crazy. And then going down Paintbrush Divide, which is like the last divide there at the end, I actually almost watched a guy die. It was pretty insane because he had never used an ice axe before, and it was literally like something you'd see off a movie. I wish I had the video of it. Like, he was coming down and Peter was like at the bottom, and he started like rolling down the divide, and there was like rocks at the bottom. And Peter like snatched his ice axe like out of his hand and whipped the guy around like as he came, as he was like falling down the mountain. And like when Peter like whipped him around, it slowed him down like just enough to where he ended up like being okay. And we literally were like, wow, that like could have been so bad. But thankfully the guy was okay. And they kept hiking. But so just to kind of give you guys like a fair warning of conditions right now. I know you see like my videos, but the videos don't do justice to like the actual thing. So just make sure you know how to navigate like through snow and ice, you know how to use that ice axe. You have your crampons or your micro spikes depending on like your experience level, and knowing how to use those is important as well. But overall, I am so glad that we did the trip. It was so much fun. I'm glad I get to say I hiked the Teton Crest Trail. I also got really bad sun poisoning. Yeah, sun poisoning all over my body. This is not peeling. This is my skin dying and falling off. I got it on my neck. So make sure that you're hiking with sunscreen, because the elevation here with the UV is completely different than anything I've ever been used to. I've never been this sunburned in my entire life. So just make sure you're wearing that SPF 50 at least. I know you're like, oh, 30. No, 50 up here with elevation. That's super important. So if you guys have any questions about the Crest Trail, I'd be happy to answer those based off of what I've seen. I've updated our log on our website, so I added in, if you see my initials, SF, that was me. So you guys can check that out. But yeah, I just wanted to give an update there. Doing some mountain guide training. Okay, Tim. Go, Tim.
That's why we do it.
The like resale store.
Oh yeah, the resale store. Oh yeah. Just buy them used. Don't buy them new.
I might get one of the really thin ones, which
There's a little river otter. Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. He's just chilling.
I'm going in. Alright, go. Go.
The paddle's just down.
Wow, okay. Did you do it?
Yeah, now paddle.
Baby, let's go. Okay, let's get back down. Wait, can I get back down first?
Hello, buddy. What are you doing? Hi, buddy. Okay, so I decided to combine 2 weeks worth of video into one this week because mainly for last week, I had been hiking the crash trail, so I wasn't really like on my phone. And yeah, I took like a couple video, but it wasn't, you know, anything crazy. So this is this current week, this past week. And what we did this week was we had ice axe training. So I had already done the crash trail, went and did ice axe training. It was super like beginner. And the way that the guys taught it was amazing. It was Exium, so shout out to Exium. Their classes are great. If you guys are out here, definitely consider taking one of their classes. They offer a lot of really cool stuff, but I will say because I had just done the crash trail, I was like a little like, it's a little repetitive, but if you have never used an ice axe before, absolutely amazing class to take. So we did that. We took the ferry across Lake Jenny, which was cool because I've never done that. So got to see kind of like that side. Then we went paddleboarding with my crew, which was super fun. We did the portion of the Snake from the dam all the way down to Pacific Creek Landing, which is that beginner-friendly like portion of the Snake. We were all trying to get like a feel of our paddleboards. That's also the portion that I did by myself after Claire told me to go and do that. And that's a super great portion stretch that of the Snake to do if you guys are looking for something kind of easy. You kind of want to just put your boat in the water and kind of like go for it. Just make sure that you're taking out at Pacific Creek because the water does pick up and it becomes a little bit more quick and rapid in the next stretch. So then the next day after that, me and Peter took out our boards. He has like a origami like kayak, which is really cool. We took ours out. I took my paddleboard, he took his kayak out, and we paddled all the way from the dam down to Deadman's, which is the longer stretch of the Snake. It's 15 miles from the dam to Deadman's, and that's that more intermediate version of the river. And me and him both have a lot of like river experience. So, you know, he's, you know, kayaked, canoed, the whole Shenandoah River. And then I obviously like working and living up in Asheville, you know, canoed some portions of the rivers up there. And I've done a couple like float trips. So if you do the Deadman stretch, the Pacific Creek to Deadman's, just make sure that you have river experience. There's this one like section of the river called Mr. Bubbles. We both had no idea what that was. Everyone was just like, oh, when you see it, like you'll know it. We didn't know it and we didn't see it, and we actually ended up just like going through it and not really knowing what it was. but it's basically like a graveyard of trees. There's a whole bunch of dead and down wood, and you have to stick to like river right in order to like avoid like the current. Now, however, we were just kind of like, oh, like paddling through it, like, what is this? Is this cool? You know, whatever. But the river does pick up a lot. So, and right now the river still is fairly high. It's gone down a good bit, but it's still high. So just make sure that you have river experience if you're gonna do that. And then we saw a beaver, which was really cool. I got super close to the little guy, so but yeah. And then on Monday nights we have the Hoot Nanny, which is this music place. Like, it's actually in the park, so it's down in Moose, but like anybody who wants to play like instruments or music can like go and sign up and do it. So we're trying to make that a regular on Monday nights. And then on Tuesday nights, we just found out they have free bouldering down in Jackson at the bouldering wall. And it's like a little like community event. So anybody can go to it, boulder for like, I think it's 6 to 8, I think is what it is. You can go and boulder, and then after that, all of like our crew goes over to the Silver Dollar down in Jackson, also called like the Wart Hotel. You might hear some people refer to it as the Wart, and they have swing dancing. And then you go swing dancing there after you go climbing, and it's such a great time. So me and my coworker Tim went and met with our other coworkers that work in Moose, along with some other crews. And we went to the climbing wall, and so there was like a whole group of NPS, and it was super cool. So there was that also. We're trying to make that a regular. So some cool events going on down here in Jackson, but did want to say thank you guys for tuning in for this episode, which actually covered 2 weeks. So this is episode, I think, 7 and 8 combined. So if you guys have any questions about like hiking, things to do in Jackson, give me a holler in the comments, and I will try to answer your guys' questions the best I can. I did want to say shout out to Uncle Todd. He sent me this super cool, it is a solar charger for my phone. I don't know if you can see that. I've had it sitting in my window pretty much all week. So shout out to him for this. He also got me this cool like little vest to kind of hold my phone in, so that I can do more video hands-free, which is super cool. So I'm getting ready to go patrol today. I'm gonna go do Signal Mountain, and then I have a wedding this afternoon that I have to cover. So you guys should be seeing Signal Mountain hike in next week's video. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm glad I got to talk to you guys. Have a great week.